We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.
You got it, Kissy. Welcome back to the big show. The big shoe. HTLA Radio 1 New York. Tonight is Tuesday, meaning Crash Talk. And tonight's episode, Incest, is best. Yeah, 25 degrees Central Park right now. Still clear. The moon's out. But it's cold. 25. Damn. Thursday, more snow. Like we don't have enough. It's just 4 feet, man. What the hell are you worried about? Yeah. So tonight on the big show, first segment, I talked all about the lovely, beautiful Australian family that's been having a wicked sex together for 40 years. And they've got 12 retarded, disfigured, messed up children as a result. But hey, it's okay. All things being equal, they were a happy family, according to the father. Mm-hmm. Yes, they were. And who wouldn't be? You know, you got your string of sisters. Who do I want tonight? I think I'll take Cherry. Yeah. And, of course, in the second segment, I introduce you to the honorable Australian judge who thinks there may now be precedence, thanks to all of the Supreme Court rulings in the Western world, and yes, our fair share here in the United States, what with 13-year-old girls, my hole's my choice, with the LGBTers, we're gay and proud and we want parades and love us and we're equal and you better let us marry or else. And now they can marry. So, you know, with all this PC opening up the equality bandwagons, yeah, that's what's been going on. If you haven't been paying attention. Now we've got a judge in Australia who actually thinks that because of all of this, there is precedence to make incest legal. Now, don't make a mistake here. Don't misunderstand me and don't misunderstand his fine honor in Australia. He's not saying that he thinks incest should be legalized. That's something that no doubt some dumb American is going to come up with and start waving a banner and go from there. What I'm saying is that because of all the equality cases in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, all the PC do-gooding is it's coming back to bite us in the ass. Because now there is legal precedence to enable a movement of which I am no doubt sure is coming to legalize incest. I mean, we've done it with pot too, haven't we? Colorado, California, hell, right here, New York State. Oh, sure, they say medical, but that's just because they're chicken shit little Americans. They're not like the Canadians who've been smoking and honking on the stuff for decades, unabated by police. Because our police in Canada actually have more important things to do. Yeah. And you don't see school shootings every other day or week. Not in Canada. Hell, the U.S., back in that whole, the Ottawa shooter thing. The American press was trying to put out that it was a coordinated attack and there was a number of network people going on down there, those ISIS people, they were going to blow up Ontario. It was one guy with a gun, next window. Yeah. But do you see the reaction? That's what our society is here in the United States now. It's all reaction. And if you think there isn't a movie coming from this one, boys and girls, you'd be wrong. There's a screenplay being written right now, feverishly by our own Kate Taylor, right now. I guarantee it. The legalization of incest. And then, you know, you've got to ask yourself, well, at least I do, because I'm a moderately educated, middle-aged man. I ask myself, well, geez, legalize marijuana, 13-year-old girl, her holes, her choice. I'm looking around. Homosexuals, let's get married. All right, I'm looking around. I see all these things, and now I hear this judge in Australia saying that there is legal precedence now, because of all this other stuff, to legalize incest, I have to ask the next question. Oh, and the PCers ain't going to like this one. Oh, no, because that's wrong. How about the legalization of rape? Shouldn't that man, whoever the rapist is, shouldn't that man now, under this great PC equality bullshit, shouldn't that man have the right to release his rage and anger against women? Shouldn't he? Well, I don't know. If you hear the arguments about every other stupid thing that's been okayed around this country, you'd have to start asking yourself, geez, I guess he kind of does have the right to rape that chick over there. But then you're also thinking the other side of that question. Well, that girl over there, it's not her choice to be raped. Well, how do you know? How many instances could I, if I was a lawyer, could I provide to a court indicating somebody's actions or words being contrary to what they want? All kinds of them. I could give you enough precedents in the next half hour, if I wasn't doing a radio show, I could give you precedents in the next half hour that would convince you that we can't be 100% legally sure that woman over there doesn't want to be raped. We don't know. There's a number of psychological disorders, too, that she could be suffering from that would make her a candidate to be raped. Yeah, like she needs to be raped too. And no, it's not the don't sit there and go, oh, Crash, you're just being a chauvinist ass. That's like saying she's asking for it. Well, no, not at all. In fact, I'm sure if you look into the forensic psychology behind rapists and the choice of their victims, they're very specific for a number of varied specific reasons. But it comes back to that question, America. Does that rapist not have the right to release his anger and rage? I think if you look at some of these recent court decisions, you'd have to answer the question with a yes. And then, of course, that much more critical question being the other side. Should that particular woman, whoever it may be, who's about to be, the target of rape, is it her choice? Well, no, it's not her choice. But where do you go from there? Think about that. And while you're thinking about that, I would also ask you to think about all the other laws. Let's talk about guys who rob banks, for example. That's a good one. We all want money, don't we? Isn't that why we get up every morning and go off to our stupid little job? Yeah. It's not because we want to get up in the morning and go to our stupid little job, is it? Well, I do, because I love my job, but I'm special. Yes, I'm not equal like the rest of you. No, I'm special. Yeah. So put that in your equality pipe and smoke it. I actually do enjoy my job. I enjoy my family, too. Not that way. At least not till they make it legal. There you go. But no, seriously, we really have to look at this because, what is next? If we want money, we just grab a gun and go to a bank. Yeah, it's all right. I've got a gun. I'm standing here in front of you, teller. Load up the bag. Why isn't that okay? Do you think that guy's standard of living is going to go up, at least even for a little while? With that bag of money he's about to walk out of the bank with? Sure, it is. He's going to be able to go and bet on the horses or, I don't know, buy that PlayStation 4 or whatever stupid thing they do with the money when they go rob banks. So why shouldn't he have the right to that? You bet. Everybody's equal. His gun, his choice, right? Well, this is really something we, as a society in the United States and indeed in North America and indeed in Europe and definitely in Australia, we need to start paying attention to our society, people. Not just wave the flag and say, oh, yay, gays can get married now. Oh, yay, 13 years old, her hole's her choice. You can't just do that without what? Come on, you're a Crash Talk listener. You always hear me say it. You can't have the right without the responsibility. Black Lives Matter. They matter now because enough of them said, we're not taking this anymore. And some others came down the street and goes, hey, this is a perfect opportunity to light up a bunch of stores, loot a bunch of crap, get some Nike Air Jordans, and come out on top. Yeah, the white man owes us. Let's do it. And they did, didn't they? Yeah. Why? Because of a Supreme Court decision. Oh, they're not going to... That's it. I'm going to go and steal. And they probably felt justified in that when they did it. Sure. You know, they're honkies, their choice. We've got equality. We're all politically correct now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's a bigger problem here. It's not terrorists. No. It's not the feud between Katy Perry and Taylor, what's her name, Swift. No, that doesn't matter. It really doesn't. What matters is us. We the people. Remember that? Maybe go look it up sometime. We got to do something here. I think it's pretty obvious. If you guys can't see it, well, I guess I'll salute you and go back and hide in Canada because stuff's going to get bad here pretty quick. You know, I had the right to murder my wife. I didn't like her cooking. Well, there's the defense right there. Man's got a right to a good home-cooked meal. You think I might be going a little far. That's what you're thinking right now. You're like, okay, Crash, you got to get out more. You know, go for lunch. Go to Elaine's. Go get drunk. Something. You've been cooped up too long or something. You've got to calm down. But no, I'm not even excited. I'm not stressed. I'm not worried. Well, no, that's not true. I am worried. I'm worried what's going to be the next thing. What's that next shoe? When is it going to drop? And indeed, what is it going to be? If we're actually sitting there now saying that because of all these equality laws, because of all these choice laws, because of all these anti-racism laws, because of, well, legalization of pot, it's all PC. We have to draw the line somewhere. I think we've crossed it long ago. We're so concerned with criminals' rights, you can't tell me that there's not a case pending the Supreme Court in the next 90 days that isn't going to be, we have the right to incest. We have the right to rob banks. We have the right to kill our wives. It's all coming. And there's not a fat lot good I'm going to be able to do about it, and I'm out of time. So, I'd like to thank you all for listening, of course. I'd like to thank HTLA Radio 1 for the opportunity. Appreciate it. Check out all the shows, HTLARadio1.com. Thank you, Jenny McCartney, in the booth tonight. Sorry I didn't get to any of your sound bites. I was going to, but you don't need me anymore. You've got social media, and they're all over you. Yeah. Check her out on Facebook. She's got like 3,000 friends or someplace like now. Anywho, for myself and Jenny and the rest of us at HTLA, wishing you a good night. Don't forget, tomorrow, Coffee and Cigarettes, 3 p.m. Eastern. And we'll have George Takei, Tom Cruise, Louis Lawless, and Jenny McCartney in the booth still, pushing all the buttons, making us go. Like to thank everybody. Have a good night. We'll catch you tomorrow.